Innovative, creative, and new was the definition of hip-hop in the early 2000s by Big Boy on the Outkast album Aquemini, track with Raekwon and Chef skewed on the bar. Innovative, creative, and new are all personifications of life in wordplay. Let's talk about the life that is given from your music. I'm gonna start with Train on this one. Author of the classic Chop It Up. Chop It. But even, what is it called? Payback?
Yeah.
Classic. That's a classic. The new track.
Look at my lane.
Classic.
Geeked up.
The reason why it's classic is because in today's wave of hip hop, people just want to have fun. And when you're too serious, you take the fun aspect out of enjoying life. Why was being the fun and the character of your movement your lane and important to you to capture?
Like he said, it goes back to character. That's who I am. If you know D-Train, when I'm passed on, it's gonna be all good vibes talking about, yo, I wish, and situations gonna come up like, damn, if Train was here, this would have happened. So I just try to put that all into my music, and like going back to what I said before, like I just like to have fun. I like everybody that's tuned into my music just to have fun, come to the club and enjoy listening to my music. To go back to Chop 'em Up, it was just a thing, like we was at that stage of being on, and it was just like basically we chopping everybody up. Everybody that said we wasn't gonna do it, him being a basketball player, me being a baseball player, saying you guys not gonna make it in music. So I'm just saying I'm chopping all y'all up, and it went viral. It just went. Everybody was doing the dance, and like I said, like moms, grandmothers, everybody was just having fun with it. Like, so I just like to have fun.
But the thing about you is you have more of a hard edge to your character than just being the fun guy. Because I studied you and looking at your posts and looking at how you present your theory on life when it comes to whether it be about your lady, congratulations, or even when it comes to your football team. You lead with passion before you lead with thought sometimes. And even when you lead with thought, it's still passionate because you believe it. So being a person who's hard on his belief and his character, what do you want to leave to people who listen to your music besides having fun? What do you want them to capture of your essence and take it into their own potential?
Well, like first off, have fun.
Agree.
Yeah, definitely. But I can answer that. But all in all, after having fun, there's a seriousness to life in itself. After the fun stops, it's time to be serious. You get what I'm saying? To go back on that, there's a lot that goes on to life after music. It's not just, there's a lot that goes into it. So when you see my posters and everything, that's truly how I feel. I do got a hard edge sometimes, but I try to break that up and into the funness and not try to be stressed out so much about what I'm going about in life. All my posts is truthful, and I just try to, being the oldest in the group, I just try to lead by an example. Like you said, believing in your posts or whatnot, I think that comes from being a captain of my baseball team for so long, of all my baseball teams, and people just like look up to me because I lead by example. I'm just not telling you, oh, do this, do that, do that, and I'm in the background not doing it. So in order to tell people what to do, you gotta lead by example and have them make sure you have their back at the same time.
That's dope.
That's definitely like how I feel. Like
that's why I get so mad when you at them games and I don't see you. Cause I know.
What game?
Well, the Giants game. Man, you can go to the Giants game. And the thing is, when I want to see how you enjoy life and how it reflects in how you create. Because being a creator means you take something of yourself to make your extension to life.
So let me go back on that. Shout out to my boy Champ, all my teammates and whatnot. Growing up, so you got customized cleats now, where you can put your name and design them and everything. But I was that boy with the customized D-Train glove, and I used whiteout. So it started as a young age. I got cleats now that got number 42 on it with D-Train on it. I had my own, and I didn't shy away from it. I'm the one that started when we played for the A's in Little League. So we had a yellow sock and we had the green sock. So you're supposed to wear green and green, but I was the first one to start in Ironbound to wear a yellow sock and a green sock, and other teams started doing that. So it goes back to originality. So I was that dude. So now when I do something out of the ordinary, I don't feel bad. Or if I was to perform and show up in a different outfit and all eyes on me type thing, is like, oh, Train's wearing that. I'm used to that. I always been that, look at this dude type thing. You know what I'm saying? So that goes back to originality. It started at a young age with me.
But isn't that the mark of greatness? Because I mean,
no, definitely. Because now I can look around and see everybody else doing that on a little league team at that age, at 8 years old, and you know you started something with the high socks and you got these other teams copying you. So it's like, I started that. So it feels good.
And like I said, that's the mark of unique greatness. History lesson. Pam Grier was the first woman to ever wear Timbs in a motion picture. And look where Timbs is at now. It took a sexy woman to make boots popular for the mainstream hood person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And inspiration comes from not only being different, but taking advantage of not being the norm. So I come to Oski now. Mm-hmm. Your expression is life-driven. You made a classic mixtape called More Than Music.
Yeah.
And a classic video called Times Fly.
Album.
Word. The album, not a mixtape? Album? Okay, I apologize. Mm-hmm. And
Karev, man. Mm-hmm. Karev been following us for a long time. Salute.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch. But the thing about your expression, because it's not that you're not fun, it's you're very reflective, and your passion is being able to look beyond the immediate. You remind me of a lion, because when a lion's in his domain, he will sit on a rock, but he doesn't look at the pride, he looks at the field. Tell me about that and your character, how you create your music.
Oh, man. Like you said, reflecting on my past, my music is a lot of truth. Like D-Train said, and that's what moves me. That's what gives me the thrill to want to create music. Speaking on my reality, whether it's from the past or present. I'm just that conscious person. That's where I think my best music come from, being truthful and honest about a situation in life that moved me. I think, that's why I get the thrill from the to really be that deep, mm-hmm. and all of my music.
Your deepness comes from heartfelt expression. In the 5 Heartbeats, they told Duck, you will be your greatest writer when you go through pain. And in your music, I've heard that the pain of loss and the pain of love is what made you the protector and the overseer that you are. Mm. How deep is it to let emotional depth define your pen game?
How deep is it to let emotional depth define my pen game? It's very deep, man. It's very deep. It's like, I'm giving you my all, not shying away or mm-hmm. anything. What I'm expressing, I want you to, receive all this honesty that I'm sharing with the world.
Okay. Honesty has never been appreciated in hip hop until a person dies or until Kid Cudi dropped and made emo rap. Yeah. That's when honesty and transparency started to become cool. But honesty and transparency is what makes your vulnerability godly. And the reason why I say that is because just like biblically living, or even if you're, I just use the Bible because that's what the world knows. Biblically living, it always said that treat others as you want to be treated. And to be respected, you have to be respectful. I respect the fact that you give and give. I only hope that the return is greater than the expectation of want for both of you. Mm. And the reason why I say that is because when you do something for the greater community, that's when you find your true calling in life. So let me ask you this. If hip-hop called you, what do you think the call would say?
Hip-hop called you.
If hip-hop called you. hip hop called me.
What would the call say?
Yeah. What would it ask you?
What would
it
they
tell you?
ask me?
What would it tell you? How does hip hop communicate with you?
I think that phone call would tell me, your identity, your it's a place for you in this culture that only you can
That's a good question, bro.
yeah
Got me stuck.
yeah, that's a good ass question.
All right, we'll leave it right there.